So Bergamo, Italy. Crematoriums overwhelmed, hospitals overwhelmed, army taking people out of the city to be buried. Population 120,000. It's not even such a big city. Okay, and what have we got for forecast for Italy? That's Singapore looking quite good actually. It doesn't look quite as good as it did there if you add a couple of new points. Well, let's add a couple of new points. I think there's 4 new points to go on there. And I bet it won't look as good. See? Singapore's taking off. Thought it was going to take off. It's taking off now. So everybody says, oh, Singapore's got the answers. Well, maybe they have, but they're just taking off now. I mean, they can still control it probably because they're still only in the 300s. But this is what happened to us. We took off from 9, wallop, straight like that. Okay, look at the UK. Yeah, we had 9 and then up we went. And actually, let's see what... This is going to look very ugly actually now. Us versus Singapore. It's going to look very, very bad actually. I don't know what happened there. 7. It's a log graph. You see, look, because it's a log graph, it doesn't look as bad. Put that on a linear scale, and it won't look so nice. Oh, there's Singapore. There's us. Singapore, that's UK. Let's leave it like that. That's more realistic. Okay, Italy. Italy's forecast for me is a maximum number of new cases, which is here, is going to be 31st of March at 5293. I think, let's have a look. 5271, yeah, okay. 5297 on the 1st of April. Okay. And this is just the number of people who will be ill at the same time or will have the disease at the same time. If they have it for 10 days, it'd be about 50,000. It'd be about 67,000 if it's if they have the disease for 14 days. But let's have a look. Germany, France, that's old graphs for them. Germany, France and Spain. Okay, now you can see though Italy's rate of increase is falling on the log chart. So the percentage daily rate of increase is falling. That's very, very important. That means you can forecast it. Spain's in khaki, green is increasing. France and Germany's blue, and blue for Germany, red for Spain, red for France on these lines are about really pretty much on their exponential trends actually. And UK's bang on its exponential trend. Not fading at all. So we are like Italy either here or here. I don't know which really. You can see that Spain is heading to meet Italy, isn't it? These two may head to meet Italy if Italy really starts to fall off. They're going to meet up here in the sort of well, wherever. I think actually Italy's going to fall. It's going to take a long time. There's 100,000. Italy are forecast to go beyond 100,000, but they could actually cut it down to 100,000 by the look of that if they really, really are successful. But at the moment, on the trend, on this trend for Italy, you know, they're headed for 240,000, somewhere between 200 and 250,000 cases. But it could come down. It could come down if things really improve with the quarantine. But I mean, as it is now, that's where they're headed. Okay, if that percentage increase declines like that, which it has been doing, that's now 24 days of data. So that's not, I mean, it's not a very good correlation, but it's 24 days of data. So that's what the situation for Italy is. And as I said, for us, you know, we're up on an exponential trend, and it's not fading off at all yet, you see. And our new cases, so we're on an exponential trend, and our new cases, as they would be, are also on an exponential trend. If this is exponential, then this is exponential also. Doubling in 3 days with a 0.2588 exponent. If it was 0.7, it will double every day, but it's about a third of that. So it's doubling every 3 days in the UK. So that's not good news. See, the longer it is before you have quarantine, the more people will die. It's as simple as that. There's nothing, it's not rocket science, okay? The longer they wait, the more people will die. It's the same with the children in school. The more the children will spread it and take it home, the more people will die, okay? You just need quarantine everybody for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, and that's it. And the later you do it, the more deaths you're going to have. It's as simple as that. Because the later it's going to be that you see this fading off. Put the big quarantine on, it's fading off already. It's 4 days. That's up to yesterday, and it's already fading off, right? It's already fading off. But it's going to take a long time to get to the end. That's the trouble. And we're not fading off at all yet. So we haven't done enough yet. Kids home from school today, so it might start to fade off a tiny bit, but you know, this is lockdown. That's what it's going to take.